Welcome, gentlemen. Shalom Aleichem Rabotai. I am Rabbi Kaba. Kaba is for Kalman Akiva ben Eliezer. That's me. And my goal in this channel is to share one useful piece of wisdom or insight from the learning we do every day in the Daf Hayomi. Daf Yomi is a program where we learn one page of the Talmud, the Gemara, which is the Jewish oral law, every single day, day in, day out, no breaks. And I'm looking for pieces of wisdom or advice that we can use in our daily lives, something practical, something insightful. So we've just started Ketuvot. Now, Masechet Ketuvot is about marriage contracts. A Ketuvah is a marriage contract. In Jewish law, a marriage requires a written contract to go through. And the first subject in Ketuvot is Betula Niset B'Yom Revi, that a virgin should get married on a Wednesday. Now, that may sound odd, but the Gemara explains that she gets married on a Wednesday so that if Wednesday night it turns out that she wasn't a virgin as she had claimed, he can go to court. They will both go to court on Thursday morning and figure out what happened. Back in those times, the court convened Monday mornings and Thursday mornings. So if the new husband and wife are together on Wednesday night and it turns out it wasn't as advertised, then they can work it out Thursday morning. Now, if she had been claiming to get a virgin to get a larger dowry, to get more money in the ketuvah, and it turns out she wasn't, that would be financial fraud. But there's perhaps a more serious issue, is that she may have committed adultery. Now, back then, their engagement was up to 12 months. So this couple was engaged up to 12 months earlier. And after that engagement, that Kiddushin, she's considered to be a married woman already, even though she has not moved in with her husband. They haven't had the full wedding ceremony with the chuppah and the feast and everything. But she's considered a married woman. So if she had been a virgin at the time of engagement, at the time of Kiddushin, and now all of a sudden on the wedding night she isn't, then someone has some explaining to do. Now, we're going to see later in the Gemara there may be some perfectly reasonable explanations for this, but if there was adultery during the engagement period, she cannot remain with her new husband. Now, why do they have to get married on Wednesday so he can go right away to court on Thursday if something is amiss? Why not wait a day or two? So Rashi here, Rashi is Rabbi Shlomo Yitzchaki, one of the major explainers and commentators on the Jewish Talmud. He lived almost 1,000 years ago in France. So Rashi says we don't want his anger to cool down. We want him to go to court right now and figure out what's wrong. We don't want to wait for him to calm down. We don't want his new wife to talk him out of hauling them into court and working out what happened. We want him to take his anger and run straight to court, and then they'll get witnesses, they'll figure it out, they'll see what happened, and resolve the situation. This is odd because normally we try to avoid anger. In fact, our sages say, Talin ka'ascha laila, literally suspend your anger for the night. In English, we say sleep on it. It means don't do things out of anger. Stop and think before you do something rash. So normally we do that. But in this case, we do the opposite. Why? Because there's a real danger in this case that if he lets it slide, things are going to keep sliding. Now, keep in mind, this is his wedding night. This is the day after his wedding. If he lets doubts about his marriage begin on the first day of his married life, he's probably not going to have a successful marriage. If he can't enforce basic boundaries between a husband and a wife, if he can't work out if his wife is suspected of something illicit, God forbid, then he's not going to have a very successful marriage. But this is a broader lesson for all of us. If something is going wrong, and it's something that's in a very critical area, it's our marriage, it's our business, our health, our children, our education, if it's something really critical, we should work out what's going wrong right away. And it might be something scary or emotional or angry, but we can use that emotion as an impetus to get us to examine what's going wrong and work on a way to fix it. So normally we avoid anger, we mitigate anger, we wait for it to subside. But in areas of your life that are very mission critical, it's important to use your emotions to give you the energy to address what's going wrong and work to fix it. Have a great day. If you like what you hear, please do not forget to subscribe and to like the video. And God willing, we will have a lot more exciting wisdom from the Jewish Talmud coming up for you. Be well.